Analytical insight. How are BTS Jin and ChaEunWoo connected to rumors of a Kim Sae-ron funeral ceremony? The shock did not come from an official announcement, nor from a verified news outlet. It came from a sudden wave of online posts claiming that BTS Jin and ChaEunWoo were seen at a so-called funeral ceremony for actress Kim Sae-ron. But before the world could process the claim, another question struck even harder. Why did such a rumor spread so quickly, and who benefits from its sensational impact? What makes this rumor even more intriguing is the speed at which it spread across TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and several fringe media channels. Within hours, thousands of users began sharing edited photos, cropped videos, and emotionally charged captions that appeared to confirm the event. But here lies the deeper question. Are we witnessing a real report, or merely the latest example of digital misinformation shaped for virality? As the rumor grew, so did the emotional reactions online. Many fans began asking why Jin and ChaEunWoo, two figures with no publicly known direct involvement with Kim Sae-ron, would attend such an event. But this inquiry leads to another layer of uncertainty. Did they actually appear anywhere, or have online creators manipulated images to craft a narrative that never existed in the real world? The more people shared the story, the more tangled it became. Some posts referenced eyewitnesses, while others claimed to have exclusive footage, yet none were verified. This leads us to ask, when did online culture begin treating unverified content as truth? And more importantly, why are audiences so quick to accept emotionally charged claims without concrete evidence? What's even more compelling is how the rumor positioned Jin and ChaEunWoo as emotionally devastated figures, again, without any credible source. Was this emotional framing added simply to trigger stronger viewer reactions? Was it intended to draw sympathy, engagement, or perhaps both? The digital world thrives on heightened emotions, and this rumor is no exception. But should we, as readers, accept such emotional narratives at face value? As misinformation circulates, one critical detail becomes clear. Kim Sae-ron has not been confirmed to be involved in any real-life incident matching these claims. Which forces us to confront a larger question. Are we participating in the spread of a fabricated tragedy created solely to generate clicks, views, and algorithmic momentum? Fans now find themselves caught between grief, confusion, and skepticism. Some express genuine worry, while others question whether they are being manipulated by sensational content masquerading as news. The conflicting reactions reveal a deeper issue. How well equipped are we to distinguish truth from fabrication in an era where digital content can be produced faster than it can be verified? And this brings us to the most important question of all. Do you truly believe that Jin and ChaEunWoo attended a funeral ceremony that no credible outlet has confirmed? Or could this be a carefully engineered narrative, crafted not by journalists, but by creators seeking virality? The lack of verification should give every reader pause. When the sources are anonymous, the images untraceable, and the claims unsupported, critical thinking becomes not just useful, but necessary. The entertainment world indeed has its share of dramatic events, but does that justify believing every dramatic story that surfaces online? As the rumor continues to circulate, we are forced to confront our own reactions. Why do sensational claims attract us so easily? Why do emotionally charged narratives feel more true, even when proof is missing? And ultimately, are we, knowingly or unknowingly, contributing to the spread of misinformation? In the end, the connection between BTS Jin, ChaEunWoo, and the alleged Kim Sae-ron funeral ceremony may reveal less about the celebrities themselves and more about the mechanisms of digital sensationalism. Until reliable evidence emerges, the only responsible stance is skepticism. So now the question turns to you. Do you believe this event truly happened, or do you recognize it as a viral construction, crafted, shared, and amplified by a digital ecosystem hungry for drama? Only by questioning, analyzing, and reflecting can we avoid becoming victims of the next viral hoax disguised as breaking news. The deeper this narrative spirals, the more one urgent question seems impossible to escape. Do you truly believe these events unfolded as described, or have we all been swept into a storm crafted by digital noise, emotional reactions, and the endless chase for virality? It is essential, now more than ever, to step back and interrogate every detail, every claim, every tear-filled video, and every eyewitness account circulating across social platforms. Are we looking at a genuine tragedy involving public figures, or are we witnessing the power of mass speculation shaping a story that no verified source has confirmed, as discussions intensified online? Many users began revisiting the original claims. Did anyone actually verify the presence of BTS Jin or ChaEunWoo at the supposed scene? Has any credible outlet reported a confirmed funeral? Or are millions simply reacting to a chain of reposted content whose origins remain unclear? This is where the audience must confront a difficult truth. Much of what circulates on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, or Instagram often emerges without proper vetting, yet spreads with the speed and conviction of fact. Should we trust something merely because it is viral, emotional, or repeated by thousands? But perhaps the more provocative question is this: why are people so quick to believe? Is it the emotional weight of the narrative? The involvement of high-profile celebrities? Or simply the irresistible pull of tragedy intertwined with fame? Each paragraph of this unfolding rumor forces us to examine the mechanisms that shape public perception. If the story is false, then millions have already emotionally invested in an illusion. If it is real, why has no official statement been released? Every platform contributes its own version of the story, clips stitched from unrelated footage, images cropped without context, comments tinted with personal bias. Do these fragments form evidence, or do they merely fuel a collective hallucination? And more importantly, are we participating in amplifying a hoax without realizing it? The possibility should unsettle us. Consider the emotional reactions attributed to Jin, ChaEunWoo, or kimSeokpin. Are these reactions confirmed? Or are they interpretations based on edited visuals or text overlays added by anonymous accounts? The line between authenticity and fabrication becomes dangerously thin when content is curated to trigger maximum engagement. Should the public not demand clearer sources before adopting these narratives as truth? It is worth asking, what incentives exist behind a sensational story like this? Viral content earns views earn revenue, and dramatic headlines attract clicks. Is it possible that the original narrative was constructed precisely to exploit emotional engagement? If so, what does that imply about our own role as consumers? Do we unintentionally reward and therefore encourage the spread of misleading or entirely false stories, even now as speculation multiplies? We must question whether the alleged connections between these celebrities and Sae-ron are based on factual relationships or artificially manufactured associations created solely to make the narrative more compelling. Why is it so easy to accept a story that lacks official confirmation? Are we conditioned to trust emotional cues more than verifiable evidence? This is why critical thinking becomes essential. We must ask ourselves repeatedly, who posted the information? Where did they get it? Is it supported by credible sources? Or is it another example of digital sensationalism exploiting our empathy and curiosity? For every emotional reaction shared by fans, another layer of doubt emerges. If the story is fabricated, then millions have mourned a tragedy that never occurred. If the story is real, why does it exist only in the realm of unverified content?